I can admit that at first I was just like, this is like not what I was expecting. And I say that because initially I wasn't as happy as I thought that I would be getting my braces removed. Hi everybody, it's Mercedes and welcome back to my channel. I know I have been gone for a while, but obviously my braces are removed. So yes guys, my braces are finally removed. So I just wanted to stop by, show you guys my new smile, and just give you guys a little bit about the removal process and some of the things to expect. So if you are interested in hearing all about my braces removal, then stay tuned. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. So my braces were removed on April 5th. So when I came into the office, my orthodontist, he looked at my teeth to make sure that, everything was good to go for removing the braces. And then he just broke down like what was gonna happen. So the appointment before, I had already did the mold for my permanent retainer that's at the bottom. And so he let me know that, okay, today after we remove your braces, we're gonna do the molds for your top retainer. So the very first thing that he did was he actually went in and filed some of the teeth at the top and at the bottom. So what I mean by file is like he literally took a drill and just shaved the bottom teeth, like right here in the middle. So like the 4 teeth right at the bottom and then the 4 teeth right at the top. And he pretty much did that to make sure that they were just like perfectly even going across the top and the bottom. So that's the very first thing that he did. And then after that, my braces were removed. So literally they just go in with a tool and start just breaking the brackets off of your tooth. And honestly, that's like the least painful part of the process, and it goes really quickly. So it's like less than 5 minutes, probably like 2 minutes to actually go in and just like take the braces off. And what I will say is that the only ones that feel like a little bit more pressure are the brackets that are on the back of both the top and your bottom. So those might feel like a little bit more pressure, but again, it's not painful. So after that, that's when the interesting part comes, where they actually have to drill off all of the glue, like the glue that's hardened and stuck on your teeth. So there's a lot of that on your teeth when they take the brackets off. So yeah, my orthodontist, they will go in with a drill and then just literally start getting all of that off of your teeth. Now that part is not painful, but the noise is definitely like very irritating. So it just make it seem more painful than it actually really is. That sound that drill makes, it just makes everything like a little bit more intense, I guess. But overall, it did not hurt. It is not a pleasant feeling, so I'm not gonna lie about that. But it's not to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, I can't take it. Now, towards the end, it's like, okay, like, are we done yet? Because I'm so tired of you drilling my teeth. And then there were parts where my orthodontist got like really close to my gums. So after the drilling is done, you may have a little bit of bleeding on some of your gums. And then some of my gums, especially like at the bottom, were really large. So I think he purposely cut some of the gum tissue on my bottom teeth because they were really large. So I didn't mind that at all. But what I will say is after that was all done and then you like go and look at yourself in the mirror, I can admit that at first I was just like, this is not what I was expecting. And I say that because initially I wasn't as happy as I thought that I would be getting my braces removed. it was almost like disappointing a little bit, because you think that when you take your braces off, your teeth are gonna be like pearly white, and it's just like you have like this unrealistic expectation about what your teeth are actually gonna look like, when it's like, you know what your teeth has been looking like this entire time. Why did you expect a miracle was gonna happen when you took your braces off? So I just had to kind of get over that. My teeth were not as white as I imagined they were. I don't know why. Again, you definitely see your teeth every day. So there's no reason for any of these things to be coming up, but they did. So I just want to be honest about my experience and like how I felt in the moment. So at first I was just kind of like, yeah, my teeth, they're looking a little bit weird. Like, you know, I don't know if I like this. So, you know, after they drill all of the things off, they tell you to brush your teeth a couple of times so that you can go ahead and do the molds. So I did the mold for my top retainer. So I actually have my top retainer in right now, if you can't tell. It's a clear tray, so kind of like Invisalign in a way, but it's like a clear tray that is on my top teeth only. At the bottom, I actually have a permanent retainer, so it's like a wire at the bottom. They actually do, I can't remember if she put that on before I went to go brush my teeth or afterwards. I don't know, but in any event, they did put that on. I think she might have put that on while I still have my braces on. Guys, forgive me. I should have filmed this video right when I got it done, but yeah, it's been like a month already, so I can't really remember. But in any event, at some point during the process, they put the permanent retainer, which is like a little wire that goes against the bottom teeth, like right in the front. I'll insert a clip so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So about my top retainers, so I have a tray here that holds my retainer when I take them out. I'm actually going to go off camera and take them off and show you guys what they look like, because it's really disgusting when you take out your retainers. There's like all this slob and everything, and that's not a good look. So I'm gonna take my retainers off and come back and show you guys what they look like. All right, so I'm back and my retainer is off. Here is what the retainer looks like. I have to wear this retainer 24/7, except for when I eat and brush my teeth. That is one thing that I was not prepared for. Like, I knew I would have to wear a retainer, but I guess I wasn't clear. I wasn't sure, like, you know, how long it would be, etc. So I have to wear this retainer 24/7, and I have to do it for the next 5 months, or 4 months at this point. And so during that time, once I go back, so after the 5 months is over, I go back to my orthodontist. He takes a look at my teeth to make sure that, you know, there hasn't been any movement or anything. And if all goes well, then I'll probably only have to wear the retainer at night, or, you know, whatever. It's gonna be like baby steps, basically. So I'm always gonna be wearing this retainer in some way or another for a while at this point. I was not prepared for that. I knew people talked all the time about wearing their retainers, but I don't know. I don't know why it didn't register. This is what it looks like. This is the case that I use when I set it down to like eat or whatever. And in order to put it back in, all you do is make sure that you put them in like towards the back and make sure that they are like really in there good. So I always make sure that I put my thumbs like in the back and make sure that they're fitting all the way up there so that they're like secure. Very, very simple, like not anything ridiculous. At first, when I first started wearing them, I did talk a little funny. It's still like I can still notice it, but after a while, you kind of get used to it. And honestly, most people don't really know that I have the top retainers on because they are clear. I guess if you're like really close to me, or you know, it is a little bit shiny, so you could probably tell that way, but overall, it's not really noticeable. It's not a big deal. So that part about it was cool. But yeah, there's no other updates besides that, I have another 4 months before I go back to see if everything works out the way it's supposed to work out. As long as I wear my retainers, I'm good. I continue to floss and brush as I normally was. The only difference is that with your permanent retainer, since you have that wire going on across, you still have to use that little thing that you had to use to floss with your braces. You still need to use that for the bottom, some of the teeth in the bottom, of course not all, because only the bar is only going across these teeth right here. So you will need to use that to make sure that you can get the floss through on that bottom row. But besides that, flossing, you know, is a breeze because you don't have to worry about braces anymore. The only other thing that I've been doing is I plan to get my teeth whitened because I just feel like I said, my teeth are not as white as I would like them to be. Before I did that, although, I actually tried the 3D Crest white strips. Clearly, I can't talk with these retainers in as good as I thought I could. But yeah, so that's like a 30-day thing. And I used it a couple of times. I don't know if I really saw a difference, like perhaps. And I've been like skipping days. It says you need to like use the whole kit. So I probably have 2.5 or 3 weeks to be quite honest, because I haven't really been using it. I tried to use that to see if that would make a difference or not. It's not an extraordinary difference for me. So honestly, I am considering getting my teeth whitened. My orthodontist does offer that service, like they offer the whitening trays. So I am going to look into that. So I'll definitely do a video on that if I decide to get my teeth whitened, because I definitely think it's something that is totally needed. But yeah, I feel like I've just been rambling about nothing. So that is all I have for this video. Again, I'm definitely excited now about having my braces removed. At first it was a little bit weird. I was kind of feeling like I don't know, I just kind of was feeling like I'm not getting the wow factor that I was expecting. But after time has passed and when I look at myself in pictures and things like that, I'm starting to smile more and I definitely feel good about it. So yeah, these are my teeth. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for following along on this journey. It is definitely not over, but my braces are finally removed, so you get to see the final product. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them in the comment box below. And again, thank you guys for following along on this journey with me. And for any of you who are continuing on your braces journey, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.